Hi, my name is Kim Walker. I'm a cancer exercise trainer and exercise physiologist with the Huntsman Cancer Institute. I'll be teaching and taking you through a basic stretching series as part 2 in our series. We'll be focusing on the core. We'll start with some standing exercises and slowly work our way down to the mat. Starting here with the hands on the quads, you'll gently move the hands down, hinge at the hips as you come forward. I'll turn to a different angle so you can see, and we'll curve through the back, one vertebrae at a time, opening through the spine and stretching out the muscles that run along the spine. Good. Breathing in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. And you can return those back down and then roll up through the spine, one vertebrae at a time, stacking back up to a standing position. We'll stretch out the abdominal wall here by reaching the arms up overhead and reaching up to the ceiling, lengthening through those abs. Inhale in and exhale out. Again. As you exhale out, bring those arms down. We'll come down to the mat in all fours position. Work your way down slowly. You want those wrists right underneath the shoulders and knees right underneath the hips. We'll stretch out the back a little bit more along the spine as we curve through the back. Continuing those breaths. As you exhale out, come back into a neutral spine position. From here, we'll have you just come to the sides of your legs. We're going to stretch through the obliques. Positioning the legs comfortably, we'll go ahead and open up the arm, reaching over. You can grab at that wrist and give a little tug. Stretching through the obliques, the side of the abdominal wall. One more big inhale and exhale. Switching sides. Take your time bringing the legs over to the other side. We'll reach over. Good. It's optional if you'd like to bring that other hand up and tug gently. Inhale in and exhale out. Good, letting those arms slowly down. From here, we'll bring the feet together in the center. Work on a little butterfly stretch. Letting those inner thighs open up, we'll be stretching the inner thighs. The closer we can bring those heels in, the deeper the stretch will get. As we're stretching, we want to feel tension and a slight discomfort, but no pain. Make sure to modify accordingly, and you can always come out if that feels a little too much. You can slightly hinge forward at the hip. Excellent. We'll come out of this stretch and work to the outer thighs, a muscle we call the gluteus medius. As we cross the foot over, the foot's pointing towards the wall. We're going to hug the leg in, nice and tight. Drop the chin down to the chest and relax into the stretch, breathing through it. If you'd like to make this a little deeper, you can pull your opposite leg back. Good. Or this may feel like enough for right now. Working at a level that feels right for you is so important. We want to work on increasing our range of motion by working 2 to 3 times a week, stretching. Good, continue those breaths. Feeling that again through the outer thighs and hip. Excellent, as we release that one, we'll go ahead and bring the legs forward. Just shake out those legs a little bit. Let's take an inhale in here. And an exhale. This is my favorite part. We're going to stretch out the back and lower low back specifically. So bring yourselves down to the mat, carpet, wherever you are. Grab the back of those thighs and gently roll yourself down. Good, we're keeping the legs bent for right now. We'll start by taking a single knee into the chest. We'll grab just below the knee, link the fingers together. If you'd like this stretch to go a little deeper, you can straighten out the leg. Keeping a nice neutral spine, relaxing down into the mat with each breath. Feel your body sink into the mat. Exhaling out any stresses. Good. We'll go ahead and switch legs. Opposite leg comes up. Again, you can straighten out that leg if you'd like a deeper stretch. We'll keep this leg into the chest and have the other leg come and join. So now we've got both legs into the chest for a nice lower back stretch. If you'd like to maintain a neutral spine without any rotating through the spine, then we'll go ahead and have you lengthen out one of your legs and just hold this stretch without any rotation. Here I'm going to demonstrate a spinal twist where you'll bring the leg gently across the body, putting the palm on the outside of the thigh, opening the opposite arm gently out to the side. Any shoulder concerns, you can turn the palm down and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And everyone's going to rotate to a different degree here. Listening to your body is the key to protecting ourselves from injury. Good, awesome. We'll put that foot down, switch legs, bringing the leg up to the chest. You can straighten out the other leg and come across the body gently, putting the palm on the outside of the thigh. Again, reaching out to the side, either palm up or palm down. You can also play with the angle of that arm. It can come up a little higher. Gives you a little chest stretch at the same time as we stretch that low back with a spinal twist. Again, this is not spinal neutral. Good. As you come back into the center, you'll go ahead and bring the other leg up. Put one leg down at a time. And just relax for a minute here with a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. We'll go ahead and straighten those legs out all the way down. We'll put the arms overhead. Let the ribs pop up just a little bit. Inhale in. And exhale out. Excellent. Bring the arms down to the side. We'll bring one leg up to the chest and the other to join it. Putting the ankle on the opposite knee. We'll link our hands behind the thigh that's bent at a 90-degree angle and gently pull towards us. To modify this stretch, you can leave the foot down on the ground. Try to get the ankle up on the knee here and just practice opening up that inner thigh. Find a level that works for you and go ahead and stick with it. Switch to the other side. Opposite ankle on the just below the opposite knee, above the opposite knee, hands below the knee, behind the thigh, linking together. Stretching a muscle we call the piriformis. Really important when we're doing a lot of walking, bike riding, hiking. Go ahead and release that stretch. Come down one leg at a time. Excellent. We can grab the back of the thighs and gently roll up to a seated position. We'll work on some hip flexor stretches on our way back up. So, from here, in all fours position, I'm going to bring one leg forward. Before we do that, I like to pad the mat just a little bit. So I'm going to take and roll the mat up to create more padding for my back knee. I'll place my left leg on the mat and bring my right leg forward. into a lunge position. As I do that, making sure my knee is staying over my ankle. I'll reach up to the ceiling with my left arm, opening through my hip, slightly tilting the pelvis under to open up the hip flexors here in the front of the hip. Inhale in. Exhale. Excellent. As you come back down, we'll just switch legs. One leg comes back, the opposite foot comes forward. Again, aligning the knee over the ankle. From here, we're lunging forward and tilting the pelvis under. You can see a gentle pelvic tilt there as you reach up to the ceiling. No hyperextension in the low back, keeping the core muscles engaged. Brace, protecting the low back. Good, coming out of that stretch, we'll stand up. Here's a standing variation of the same stretch we just did. You'll put one leg back. Sometimes I like to use a chair or a wall for support for balance here. One leg behind the other, and I'll go into a lunge position. As I do that, I'm going to tilt up onto my back toe, tilt the pelvis under like I've got a tow rope pulling on my tailbone. Here we go for a hip flexor stretch in standing position. Continue those breaths. We'll switch sides. Again, into the lunge position, tilting the pelvis under. This arm can reach up if you'd like, or here behind the head. Good, excellent. We'll pull that back leg in and come back to a shoulder width stance. Thank you for joining me as we've done this relaxing journey together, stretching the core. So glad to spend this time with you. Take the time to take care of yourself and stretch often, 2 to 3 days per week. Hold each stretch anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. Have a wonderful day.